What's up, YouTube? Top City 5401 here. I went to my local card shop. I had a big stack of cards, pretty decent stuff that I was willing to trade. And I walked away with a couple of really sweet vintage cards. I want to talk about a project I'm doing as well. Many of you guys know Tony, psyched on baseball cards, and when he completed his 1966 top set, he had a couple of cards that were in slabs, and he was pondering whether he should crack them out or, and put them in the binder, or just leave them in slabs and put a little insert in the binder indicating that he had the card. And I told him, I'm like, well, why don't you get some reprints and just put them in the binder? That way you have the card represented in the binder, but you're not having to spend a lot of money. And he was like, that's a great idea. So he ended up doing that. And I was thinking about my 59 set. And I was like, I should do that with my 59 set as well. For example, I ended up buying this Mickey Mantle 59 All-Star reprint. And I'm trying to get the ones that have the original back as well. So card number 564 in the set, that's not the original. The Willie Mays All-Star doesn't have a reprint. So I traded for this card today, and I now have it in the binder. So there's a few guys that don't have reprints, and I'm going to have to buy the originals. But I just hate having those blank spots in my 59 set. So I'll kind of go over a few of the cards that I've picked up that I've added in the binder. Like the Killebrew, I got to get a Killebrew. There's no reprint of the Killebrew. That's a reprint Bob Gibson right there. So it's working out pretty nicely in my set. But I'll show you what I do. Well, I think I already did. The first card that I had gotten, I actually purchased the Mickey Mantle, this one, a while back. Mine's in a slab, but it had this pinhole in it, and I was like, that's perfect for my set. So I added that little project I've been working on. And then the Willie Mays, thankfully there is a reprint of this card, so I didn't have to buy an original. There's a back. It's been a lot of fun adding these cards. I still have about 5 or 6 to go, like the Eddie Matthews doesn't have a reprint. The Frank Robinson doesn't have a reprint. So I'll pick up originals of those, just some beat up examples. And at some point, every card will be represented in the binder. And the ones that I can't really get reprints of, I'll just get originals. Ernie Banks, I believe he might have a reprint. I have to go look. I think he might have one, actually. So I'm going to have to go look for that one. Maybe he doesn't. But my 59 set looks a lot better without those blanks in them. So either get a duplicate or a reprint. I do have the full set, of course. Got to get the Sandy Koufax still. I got to get a beat-up example of that one because that one doesn't have a reprint. Got the reprint Stan the Man right there. So several reprints are in here. The one reprint I can't find an example of where it has a front and the back, but I know it exists, is this bugger right here, the Warren Spahn. Cards your mom threw out, 2010, there is a original back version, card number 66. I just can't find it. I haven't been able to find one. And of course, I got the Mantle reprint right there. So anyways, that's a project I've been working on, and glad to pick up a duplicate of the Willie Mays All-Star card. I have several duplicate Mays vintage cards. Really like collecting Mays cards. So that's the first card I traded for. Just kind of thumbing through my 59 set. Guys, I love vintage. And again, I'm thinking about building the 1960 set. But here's another card that I picked up. And They had it for $115, so I traded $115 worth of stuff to get this card. Not in the best shape, and that's how I like my vintage sometimes. It tells a little bit of a story. But there's no snowing on the card at all. No snowing. The 54s are notorious for snowing. And it's really well centered. And it looks fabulous in this screw down. Really, really dig this this 54 Ted Williams. This is card number 250. As many of you know, he had both bookend cards in the set. Nice to have a 54 example in my collection. So picking up a little vintage, trading for it. Got that the Williams and the Mays. So that was a lot of fun just hanging out at the card shop. Also picked this card up, 90s card of Juan Gonzalez. Love those cards. A sizzling lumber or something like that, they call it. That part of the bat is like burnt off. Looks cool. Love Pacific. So there you go, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining me on my adventures in collecting. And as always, until next time, happy collecting!